Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Detroit Tigers and the Milwaukee Brewers.
And now,
first pitch coming at you right after the break.
Milwaukee Brewers.
All right, just about ready for baseball. And on the mound today, Freddie Peralta.
Four-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Gleyber Torres, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1-1.
On the ground. Dives and he can't hang on. Gets it there in time though, and that's out number one on a tough play. Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup. And Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with the runners on base. So they need a player or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of this lineup will follow.
Kerry Carpenter in the box now. No balls and a strike. That's in there. And it's 0-2.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. One out. Base is empty. And now 1-2. Got him swinging. Tied him up on a fastball inside.
Batting third, the designated
Here's Riley
hitter,
Green.
Riley Green.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. Green goes 6 feet 3 inches, 24 years old. And he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH. The 1-0. And another ball.
Went out.
On the ground to third. Fires over to Hoskins. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Tigers fail to make any noise. And now the Brewers will get their first cuts. No score. Back after this on the show. Back here at American Family Field. And pitching in this game, Casey Mize.
It's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
Bottom of the first, and stepping in is the speedy Bryce Terang. That one missed. And here it comes. That's a strike, and the count is 1-1. And that one is lifted in the air. Carpenter makes the catch. And a quick out, number one. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
And now Jackson Chourio. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. And there's a ball. Next pitch is inside. 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Next offering is downstairs. And they'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one clubbed out towards left center. That'll be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
One out, runner at second. Here comes Christian Yelich, the MVP in 2018, the runner-up in 2019. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1. Man at second. That one misses. 2 balls, no strikes.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. And boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Man at second with 1 away, and next will be the cleanup hitter, William Contreras. And the first offering is not close. Up the middle. Fires to first on the run. Throw not in time, and he's safe. Now it's the right fielder, Sal Frelick. Swing and a pop-up. McKinstry corrals it, and there's 2 down.
Batting 6th, the first baseman, Rhys Hoskins.
Rhys Hoskins to the plate.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
They get the force. They limit the damage here. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's an early 1-0 lead. Major League Baseball is on the show. Second inning set to go.
Tigers,
now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Spencer Torkelson. Peralta back to work. Ball 1, no strikes. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And another ball.
No strike.
And there's the automatic. And that's ball 4.
Take your base.
And that's their first base runner of the game.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
The second baseman, Colt Keith.
And next to hit for Detroit, Colt Keith. Splits the plate, 0-1. Torkelson aboard here at first with nobody out. And strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
That right there is one of those breaking balls that you swing through and you feel like you should have done something with it or at least spoiled it away. But when it's breaking in on you like that, if the spin is tight enough, it can actually tie you up.
And up next for Detroit, Zach McKinstry. Fastball for a strike. Next offering is foul back. Outside low, and a count 1-2. And that's
Ball
down
2.
and away. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
That to right. Freeland makes the grab for the second out.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Dylan Dingler up now for the Tigers.
Number 13, Dylan Dingler.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Tying run is at first here at the top of the second. Fastball for a strike at 95. The 1-1 is fouled off. Next pitch is downstairs.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
2 outs. Caught him looking for the K. No runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Brewers 1 and the Tigers nothing. Bottom of the second, and now the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Joseph Ortiz. Up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. And it beats him. What a play.
Batting ninth, the third baseman, Oliver Dunn.
2 down, bases empty. Next for the Brewers, Oliver Dunn. That one ripped. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
This is Bryce Terang. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Late on that fastball.
So hard to touch.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Being at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
That's outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fastball is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Jackson Chourio up next for the Brewers. Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So they can't do anything with a 2-out double. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Brewers 1 and the Tigers nothing. On to the 3rd inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Trey Sweeney. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. There's the strike. And a foul ball. Swung on, belted. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Here's the center fielder, Ryan Kreidler. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Man at second. That missed by a lot. And that is ball 1. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next to the Tigers.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Gleyber Torres. Grounded out his first time. Fly ball down the line. Yelich on the move. 2 down.
The right fielder, number 30, Gary.
Now the number 2 hitter, Kerry Carpenter. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that one is inside ball 1. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And that's the 3rd out. Tigers leave one, still behind by a count of 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now it's the DH, Jackson Chourio. Just missed. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 2-0.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Fought off foul. That one misses in the dirt.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
He goes down looking. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expanded a little bit with 2 strikes.
Here's Yelich at the dish. Doubled his first time. And that one sliced foul. One down, base is empty. Line drive, caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's William Contreras. Reached on an infield single his first time. Just missed. 2 outs, base is empty. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. And now 2-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
That one missed. Out towards left center, Kreidler sizing this one up and makes the play, and that's out number 3. Back here in Milwaukee, new inning getting started. And now Riley Green. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Over to first. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here comes Torque to the plate. He reached out a walk his first time. That's too low. 1-0.
1-0.
That clips a corner. Check swing, called strike. The Brewers leading by a run. Top half of inning number 4. And that just misses. And downstairs. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. One down, base is empty. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And there's ball 4.
Nope.
That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Runner on at first with one gone. And next up for the Tigers, Colt Keith. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. First pitch swinging.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Dunn makes the catch. 2 down.
Now batting, the third baseman, Zach.
And next to hit for Detroit, Zach McKinstry. Flied to right his first time. There's a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
On the inside corner for called strike 3. One left for Detroit. They're down 1-0. And we're back. Bottom of the fourth. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Sal Frelick.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And that's way high. And it's 1-0.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
Line drive, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Hoskins measures 6 feet 4 inches. 31 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Stays alive. Foul ball, still 0-2. Got him swinging.
Well, he really filled up the strike zone in that at bat until that final pitch. And as a hitter, you sense that they're coming after you, not dancing around the strike zone. They want to attack, and so you kind of get into swing mode. And you have to protect the plate. That's when you become really susceptible to something that makes you chase, and that's exactly what happened right there.
And now the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell. His first at bat was a strikeout. That one inside, ball one. Right through there for a strike.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Freeland leads off first with one away.
Runner, yes.
Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Well, it's just a great job of playing catch with the catcher. Exactly where the catcher set up is where he threw that pitch, and probably fooled the umpire a little bit because there was no budge at all.
And now the shortstop, Joseph Ortiz. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
0-1.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Outside with a breaking ball. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Coming home. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now at the plate, Oliver Dunn. And that's downstairs. And that's ball one. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Really consistent release point. He's been able to pitch up and down and have excellent command in both locations.
And there's a ball.
2-1.
Next offering is in for a strike.
2-2 now.
Good job to fight that one off. That's to third. McKinstry. They take the force out. That's the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at American Family Field. We go to the top of the fifth. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Dylan Dingler. Peralta back to work. Out towards right center field. Mitchell going after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting, shortstop.
Now it's the shortstop, Trey Sweeney. Doubled his first time up. Missed with a changeup, and that is ball one. Right through there for a strike.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
done. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
The center fielder, number 32, Ryan.
And up next for Detroit, Ryan Kreidler.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
And first offering is fouled off. Ball 1 there.
1-1.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They're still down. It's 2-zip. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the second baseman, Bryce Terang. And it's fouled off.
Well, these Brewers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. A handful have turned into outs, but of the balls they've put in play, 10 have been line drives. I say keep barreling the ball and good things will happen. Don't let that get you frustrated.
Popped up. McKinstry makes the grab, and there's 1 down. Well, he gave the butt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player.
Chorio stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. And another ball. Too low, and it's ball 3.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
A.J. Hinch makes another pitching change. Casey Mize is done. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for the
pitching
Tigers.
Change here, Reese Olson.
Number 45.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now it's Christian Yelich. 1 for 2 with an RBI double back in the first. Pickoff throw, and he's back in safely. And a breaking ball misses outside. On the ground, could be 2. Here's Keith for 1. And that's quick work out of the pen. 1 batter, 2 outs, inning over. So they go quietly there. 5 innings complete. It's the Brewers 2 and the Tigers nothing. Back here in Milwaukee, here's Gleyber Torres.
Fielder, number 25, Gleyber Torres.
Fastball for a strike.
Well, these Tigers just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success, but at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
And the 0-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. There's a swing and a drive. Yelich running hard. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. The 0-2. Next offering is outside.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
That's down and in. Good take by Torres.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
When you go that deep into it at bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
Kerry Carpenter.
Next to hit, Kerry Carpenter. 0 for 2 in this one.
Ball 1, no strike.
In the dirt, blocked. And an excellent job keeping it right there. On the ground, right side, into the outfield, base hit. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
First and second, no outs. Riley Green up now for the Tigers. Has grounded out a couple of times. And that one goes straight to the backstop. Both runners move up, 2 in scoring position now, and that takes away the double play.
Well, Boog, it's already been a tough start to this inning as it is, and that wild pitch is going to make things even tougher. 2 men into scoring position now, still with nobody out, so this really becomes a strikeout situation on the mound.
In the air, fairly deep to right field. Freeland sizes this one up, squeezes it. Both runners tagging. The relay to the plate, not in time. He's safe. A run comes in on the play.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
And here's the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. That one in there across the letters. Movement in the bullpen. Grant Anderson, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Hudson warming up as well. With the tying run at 3rd, and we're the top half of the 6th. That one misses, and 1-1. That one found hard the other way.
Well, he gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Lifted in the air down the left side, and it falls. In to score is the runner from 3rd. It's an RBI single. We are tied at 2.
Well, that's a lonely feeling for an outfielder. The read wasn't great, and it really hurts when it costs your team a run.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. That does it for Freddie Peralta, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment.
Now pitching for
Here's
the
a new
Brewers,
pitcher from the pen, Tyler
number
Alexander.
33.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with a lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Go ahead run on base. Colt Heath up now for the Tigers. First pitch, and he just misses. Swing and a foul out of play.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Runner takes off. On the ground to the left. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
Zach McKinstry.
First and second, one out. Zach McKinstry up now for the Tigers.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And that drops in for a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue finish off this hitter.
One out. Runners at first and second. And that one inside, and it hit him.
Now batting.
Here's the catcher, Dylan Dingler. Golden opportunity right here.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. The run scores from third, and it's an RBI single. It's 3-2.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Trey Sweeney, 1 for 2. In the air, left field. Drops into the glove. Here comes the runner from third. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. And they lead by 2.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Ryan Kreidler up now for the Tigers. That's in there. 0-1. And
that's
ball 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And that misses. And a count 2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Too low, and it's ball 3.
Love how this guy grinds out at bats. I mean, he's down there at the bottom of the lineup in the 9-hole, but he's worked himself into a really good hitter's count, trying to pick up a 2-out RBI.
And that'll load the bases.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
The left fielder,
Gleyber Torres up to hit.
Torres.
Tap foul at the plate. Check swing, but he went too far. And the count is 0-2. McKinstry on third. Dingler at second. Kreidler on at first with 2 down. Got him looking. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. So they do get 4 runs across, but they end up leaving the bases loaded. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. Tigers 4 and the Brewers 2. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's the Brewers catcher now, William Contreras. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Tommy Kahnle, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Hannafy getting loose as well. That one missed.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Freeling stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. The Tigers up by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Check swing called strike. And the count is 0-2. To the right side. He'll do it himself. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Rhys Hoskins.
And here is Hoskins. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Throw on to Torkelson. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Brewers go down quietly. They trail it here 4-2.
Now pitching for
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Yoel Payamps.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And now the right fielder, Kerry Carpenter. 1 for 3.
Kerry Carpenter.
First pitch misses. Payamps measures 6 feet 2 inches, 220 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And that is downstairs. Ball 2. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you've got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and there's 1 down.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the home field. He's out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more. His timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
So up next, Riley Green. That misses, and that's ball 1. One down, base is empty. And that misses off the outside edge.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. And that's outside. And the count is 3-1. That one catches the corner for a strike.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Turang over to first in time.
Up next for the Tigers,
and 2 away to start the 7th.
Spencer Torkelson.
2 down, base is empty. Next to hit, Spencer Torkelson. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. On the ground, right side, and that's just foul.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
And there's a ball.
2-2 the count.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Down in order go the Tigers, but they still lead this one 4-2.
Now pitching for the
We're
Tigers.
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh.
43.
Tommy Kahnle.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
So digging in, Garrett
for the
Mitchell.
Brewers,
There's
the
0 for 2
center
with a
fielder,
pair of strikeouts.
Mitchell.
And that is out of play. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Going to count 1-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
That one misses, and now it's 3-2. Ripped on a line, hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, shortstop, Joseph.
And now it's going to be Joseph Ortiz. Way high.
Counts 1-0.
Next offering is down low. The Brewers trailing by 2 here at the bottom of the 7th. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Now batting, third
And here
baseman,
is Oliver Dunn. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
That one missing inside. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it surprised a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Outside with a breaking ball. Now a pop up on the infield. McKinstry makes the catch, inning over. Nobody left for Milwaukee. Still down by a count of 4-2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Brian Hudson.
Now pitching for
he pitched
the Brewers,
yesterday, and we'll see him once
number
again.
52, Brian Hudson.
So digging in, Colt Keith. 0 for 3 in this one.
Keith.
And first offering is fouled off. Fastball is outside. Activity in the bullpen. Abner Uribe appears to be getting ready. And I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. Number 39 also getting ready. Next offering is fouled back. And that's a little bit high, and it's 2-2.
Boog, I'm not sure how he took that right there. I mean, that was an incredible two-strike pitch.
Goes down looking. Now the third baseman, Zach McKinstry. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
And that one fouled off.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
Swings and misses coming out of the bullpen throwing beans.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves, knowing that they can miss the bat. Tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Dingler in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Swing and a foul straight back. Two down, nobody on. Just off the outside edge. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. One and 2 now. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two outs. Fights that one away. Still 1 and 2. And that one upstairs. And it's filled up.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Fails another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back Now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Brennan Hannafy.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Back to the top of the order now. Here's the second baseman, Bryce Turang. First offering, and it just misses. Movement in the bullpen. Bo Brisky up and throwing.
Ball.
And that one fouled off.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
That one in for a strike, 2-2. Upstairs.
2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball. Throw on to Torkelson. 1 up, 1 down.
Oh, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
So now here's the DH, Jackson Chourio. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. And that's in there at the knees. Out to short, Sweeney. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
The left fielder, number 22.
Now it's Christian Yelich. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
The tying run at the plate. This to third. Here's Keith for 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 9th inning coming up. Tigers 4 and the Brewers 2.
Now pitching for the
We're
Brewers.
back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Number 39.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
So digging in, Trey Sweeney.
The shortstop, Trey Sweeney.
That one not close. 1-0. Next offering is fouled back. The shortstop takes the ball.
We got full count.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Catcher has it, fires to first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike. So up next, Ryan Kreidler. That one misses. Ball 1. Movement in Milwaukee's bullpen. Abner Uribe getting loose out there. Base is empty, one away here in the top of the ninth. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play.
Ball 2.
That one outside. And that's ball 3. That's hard hit on the line. And that gets down into the gap. Around first, heading for 2. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Here is Gleyber Torres. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Right through there for a strike.
Well, I didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Kreidler, the runner at second with 1 away. Outside.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Outside low. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 away.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Runner at second, 2 down. Swings through that.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Just misses with that one.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
That misses. The count now 2-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. Tigers 4 and the Brewers 2. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Bo Brisky.
Now
a chance at his first save of the year.
Number 4.
So here's the cleanup hitter, William Contreras.
Well, I got a chance to meet William during spring training as he was coming up trying to get to the big leagues, and this kid's got some ridiculous pop. Watched him on the backfields taking batting practice. All of his coaches would just kind of roll their eyes and say this kid's going to be great without actually saying the words. Then later that season, I got a chance to chat with Wilson, big brother, and ask him about little brother, and he smiled as well. Said, yeah, he's good, and gave me that look that I think he might be better than me eventually.
Freelick.
He's 2 outs away. Now it's the right fielder, Sal Freelick. That one's in there. That's strike 1.
Nope, that's inside.
And there's a foul ball. The Tigers leading by 2 here in the last half of inning number 9. And that one is downstairs. And the count is even 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. One down, base is empty. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Love how he became a...
What are you slider settings?
You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it. And that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Tying run at the plate. That's outside. And that's ball 2. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Garrett Mitchell in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Fought off foul.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
Swing and a miss, and it's a full count now.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Two. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. With the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. Fly ball to right. Carpenter puts it away for the out.
Now batting, center fielder Garrett Mitchell.
So it's their last chance in this one. Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Next offering is in for a strike. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner puts on the brakes at second, so it's first and second with 2 out.
Yeah, everything came together for him. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't score it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. Really important at bat coming up now.
And here comes the Tigers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Bo Brisky departs, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for the
new pitcher for the Tigers, Tyler Holton.
Number 87.
I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Up now for Milwaukee, Joseph Ortiz. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. Looked like it was a little bit up. Two-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
Oliver Dunn in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Clips the corner, and now 3-1. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. So both runners should be on the move here on the full count pitch.
Yeah, this is a good chance to tie up this ball game. See if he can find some open grass in the outfield.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. One strike away. Ground ball right side,
nope,
and foul ball. 2 on, 2 outs. Ball 4, he walked in, and that'll keep the line moving.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. There's some hot water trying to protect this lead.
Next for Milwaukee, Oliver Dunn. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
1-0.
Right through there for a strike. So they're all loaded up. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Grand slam walk-off, come on.
Total team effort using 6 pitchers in this ball game to get the win. Outstanding job of passing the baton. The next pitcher stepping up and getting it done. You got to give them a lot of credit because this is not easy to do. We'll see how it affects them over the next couple of days.
And your final 4-2 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Damn. That hitting view, I'll have to try using timing hitting like you.